La Super Comadre from RadioCrystalUSA.com, and I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, La Super Comadre, my platform is all about bringing people on, special guests, who either do something for the community, who have done something for the community, who match up the pillars of what my show is about, which is about taking care of your heart and soul, which is about political engagement, which is about education. So every person that comes on can be a super comadre or a super compadre, someone that's out there doing something for the community. So I invite you all to listen and to watch every Tuesday when we record the show. But it also repeats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night on RadioCrystalUSA.com. And don't forget to give us a like. Adios. Buenos días, ¿cómo están? Hello, welcome to La Super Comadre Claudia show, and I am super excited to be here today because I have an amazing guest. But before we get to the amazing guest sitting next to me, I want to just remind you why we're here and what we're doing. I am really passionate about people's stories and sharing those stories. And a while back, I started a project called the Passion Project Speaker Series, where everyone came into my school. Either I Zoomed them in or they came in person, and they just share their successes, their lives. But I also wanted them to share any struggles, any challenges, because in the end, when you see how fabulous we are, there, I also wanted my students to also know that behind every amazing, successful story, that there might have been a struggle or a challenge that maybe that student could also see themselves potentially going through. And realizing that, embracing the struggle is part of life, and that's okay. That it's okay not to be okay sometimes, and that it's okay to climb under the bed covers and say, you know what, fuck this, but that's okay. You come out stronger. You reach out to your familia, your parents, or someone close to you and say, hey, I need some support, I need some help, or this is what I'm going through. And that's what this show is about connecting. It's about putting people on here that are sharing something that potentially could reach someone that needed that vibe, that needed that support, that needed that love at that moment. So with that, without further ado, I want to introduce to you Queen Angelina, so we can get a chance to know who this queen is as the queen shares her story.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. This is so exciting. How old are you? You're so humble. She knows a lot. You have gone through a lot. I bet you, girl. Do you know would you tell me how old you are?
Me, I am 40, almost 48.
48. I'm 29. I just turned 29 in April. I'm about to hit after 30, so I have no idea what's going to happen.
You know what? And that's okay, because life is so amazing. You know what I've learned to do now is embrace the sad times, is embrace the challenges, and realize that out of that, I now look at it and say, what did I learn from it?
Oh, yeah. Definitely last year I did that.
What? Tell me about it.
It's a lot of work, personal life, everything. Mm-hmm. But the one thing for sure that I'm glad to say is that it wasn't a struggle with my family, but now I am closer with my family. It didn't have to do with my family. Mm-hmm. But now I'm closer to my family. It's so great. Yay!
So, speaking of being close to your family and sharing a little bit about, the importance, because you're bringing up family, I want you, because now you're part of this Radio Crystal USA family.
Okay.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
So I always say a super comadre, super compadre, how help me understand how can I address?
Okay.
Because I have super comadre, super compadre, so help me.
I just got my gender changed to an X last month.
Okay.
The Estados Unidos de Mexico.
Sí.
They finally allowed us to change our passport gender to an X.
Okay.
So it's for no binario, non-binary.
Uh-huh.
So I find it as an X. So
here we go.
See, but this is where the language barrier comes in, because you were saying super comadre, super compadre.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to tell you. Super qué?
Super compadrex.
Yes!
I think we got it.
You got it.
So is that cool?
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So I am now officially introducing you to my first super compadrex.
I think we can also just make a general one.
Let's just make one.
I think comadres is fine.
Comadres?
It's just that the men, the cisgender men, are gonna have to be okay with saying that.
There you go.
And that's okay.
And
it doesn't matter. It's
we'll let them in.
It's just language. It's not a big deal.
Language. But I want, and the reason why I'm really passionate about having you on as well, to get to know you, to get your story and share it, because I'm an educator. And I have been in education for almost 30 years. And my goal has always been to make sure that every child that walks into my room feels loved, wanted, appreciated, no matter who they are, what language they speak, who they love, how their family looks. Because to me, a child is going to flourish if their brain is open, if their brain feels safe, and they can then learn whatever they need to learn.
And you know what I've seen about children is that they're so open, and that's until you make a barrier for them, or like if you tell them to stop, is when they'll be like, oh no, I did that wrong. Why? How can I not do that again?
Yeah.
Right? Or they do the opposite. They rebel against it. And we have been we've seen that about children. Be like, oh, your uncle's with with his boyfriend. Oh, okay. Like without a question. I love that innocence. And you know, the hate is taught.
It is.
It
is. Every child is born, like you said, innocent. Inocentes. They come with like a blank slate, and then they grow up. And it's what we, as the adults, are sharing is who they become, their voice inside, the voice that comes out of their mouth. So in my class, in every classroom I've been in as either a teacher or a principal, it was always something that I would always foster is community, regardless of the background, regardless of who you are, regardless of where you come from.
Good.
So, speaking of where you come from.
Yes.
So I was reading a little bit about your bio. Aguascalientes, Mexico.
Yes.
Right
at the bottom. Aguascalientes, Aguascalientes.
Tell me. Aguascalientes, Aguasardientes, right?
Los dos.
So tell me. Tell me a little bit about your background. Like, where are you from? I see a little bit about being a proud dreamer.
Yeah.
And you graduated from a very prestigious high school here in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the story of let's go back to little Queen Angelina.
Oh my God. I was always a queen. So I came, some of my early childhood memories is just the band that we had. I even remember holding a violin.
Oh my gosh.
When I was like 3 years old.
3 years
That's
old.
one of my earliest memories.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to do that. And I grabbed it. I did. So we came here to the United States when I was 5 years old. The way I explain our story is that my sister was like Selena Quintanilla, and all of our family, we all built a band. But I was born like 4 years after the band was already made. And then at some point I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So then I started with the pandero.
Okay.
With a little tambourine, and then dancing next to my sister. And then I started singing alongside my sister, and then it's all from there. If you go into my Instagram, which should you be following me right now at I am Queen Angelina. If you go to my highlights, I share a lot of my baby videos of me singing Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, everything.
Oh, I gotta go follow that. Well, I'm already following you, but I haven't seen those videos yet, and I would love
They're super cute.
To go check little.
Yeah, I do miss my voice. And I do think unconsciously bringing back, just living. I think unconsciously I knew I was going to go through puberty. I knew my voice was going to change. So I think I used the violin as therapy to have a bigger range. To show a bigger range. Because I do miss my voice.
Yeah.
But all of that is complicated.
Yeah.
Because with gender identity, with everything. But yes, I am a drag queen. But before that, I found out that I was a dreamer. I found out that I was undocumented still.
Okay.
When I was in high school trying to apply for scholarships.
Oh my gosh.
And they kept asking me for a social security number.
Okay.
And I was like, Dad, parents, where's my social security number? Like, you don't have one. I was like, why? And I was like, oh my God, I'm undocumented. What does that mean? So I had to figure that out. So even my counselor at HSPVH, she was just like, oh my God, like we couldn't find any scholarships that I could apply to. I kind of gave up.
Okay.
I took off like the first semester off. I was just like, it's not because I was frustrated, just because I just wanted to. But that was hard. But we did end up paying for a couple years of community college. But I left because my DACA expired.
Okay.
And it didn't renew it quick enough. So I was like working at a restaurant. A white Mexican restaurant.
We
And they
shall
fired me.
Remain nameless?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it was Papacitos. It doesn't matter. So they fired me, because my DACA expired. And that's,
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
But literally after that, I decided to go drag full time.
Okay.
So it was meant to be.
Of course, it's that story.
It's
it's that winding road.
But also, you always know, it's the moment I have to go drag full time.
Yeah.
But it was hard because, on the side, I played the violin and quinceañeras and everything. By the way, I graduated from HSPVA.
Yeah, so tell the listeners right now, because not everybody might know what HSPVA stands for.
The High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. I only went there my senior year. Mm-hmm. I have to shout out all my great teachers, all the Letfords in my middle school and in high school, in the other schools at Dobie and Beverly Hills, because they are the ones that really trained me. In my senior year of PVA, I just really got to meet a lot of people and play in the orchestra.
Okay.
But I do have a lot of connections from there.
Nice.
But a lot of my training comes from the Ledfords, so they're really good.
Okay.
Anyways, so they know who they are. Maybe if they see this one day. Hi, by the way, to all the viewers.
Yes.
Share this live right now. Share it right now.
Right now.
We're gonna
share it. So thank you for that shout out. Because teachers right now
are great.
Yeah, they're amazing. And they're out for the summer. Hopefully y'all are getting
some
red. Okay, maybe you're not.
They're still working somewhere.
Actually, they are. They're still cleaning their room and they're getting ready for summer school. Because even though the school year is over,
we all gotta keep working.
It doesn't end. So thank you so much for that, because that's my background, is working with kids, teachers.
I can't wait to be a teacher. Right now, I'm just saying that I'm using my body physically and dancing and doing as much as I can. I have been a teacher before. Makeup artist. I'm teaching you right now on the screen.
That's right. So teach us about, so we have a better understanding. So you do drag.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is, where can we see this? Because I have already experienced it a while back. I took my kids to watch you perform at Bohem.
Yeah.
At brunch at Bohem.
Yes.
And you were the host.
Yes.
And my girls were there and they're like, oh my God, Mom, this is amazing.
Yes, I was one of the hosts.
Yes.
So drag has evolved so much over the years. We have seen it grow tremendously because of RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race. And it just kind of it came into the mainstream world, but we still don't see it as mainstream. Especially since it's being challenged, right?
Is. And I want you to share about how you're challenging that challenge.
Oh, yes. And just being myself, honestly. That's all we can do.
Uh-huh.
So, drag is just the art of transformation. But drag is really anything. It's so broad. Drag is so broad. Which is why the laws at Tennessee just got overturned. But literally, because it's so broad. Literally, I can say that you're in drag right now.
You could.
You dressed up, you put a little flower, and you're in drag. It's just like an extension of yourself. You can go full feminine, full masculine in the middle. You can do whatever you want. So drag, if you Google it, it's anything. But it's just the art of transformation. The way I use it is for female illusion. And I put on makeup and overdo it and really cute with my Mugler earrings. Mugler H&M
down to
earrings.
the shoes. Can you put a shoe shot?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Look.
Glitter shoes.
Glitter shoes.
Giannini beanie. I'm wearing Ivy Park Beyonce custom Aries necklace by one of my friends.
Love it.
And I painted this hat myself.
You painted that?
I painted this hat myself. I spray painted it myself for New Year's Eve.
Beautiful.
So I'm giving y'all silver. So one of my goals right now is all the press that I've done all year. I'm trying to do every color so I can make a rainbow at the end of the month.
I love it.
So this is my silver.
I love it. So tell me about how the challenge. Your drag, the community is being challenged. You're challenging that challenge. How can I support what you're doing to make sure that everyone has the freedom to do what they want to do in life?
So they can do a couple things. First of all, educate yourself about what's really going on, about the education towards yourself. Also, we do live in a democracy, so you'll go vote because it is so important to be having our representation in the office so that they can do whatever we need them to do, the correct thing. What else can they do? Go to a drag show or give me money directly. My Venmo and Cash App is my name right here at I Am Queen Angelina. You can find it all on my socials. You can give money to us directly or to organizations that are helping the drag. ACLU is doing a drag fund. Oh my God! Shout out to the Mahogany Project. I think it's a Mahogany Project or the Normal Anomaly. They work kind of together. They did a drag fund. They're doing a drag fund here in Houston.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and they sent me a little bit.
Okay.
They sent me.
Okay.
So thank y'all, because that's gonna go, towards my groceries.
Yes, because we need to make sure that your voice is elevated and constantly elevated. Because I've seen you out since I've met you. I've watched how things have gotten draconian as far as like people's freedoms, like your
Draconian?
freedom. Draconian. And I'm like, what is it? We're supposed to be living in a state where we can have our freedoms, but yet someone is trying to tell someone else what to wear, what not to wear, what to see, what not to see, when I thought it was about freedoms. So I will want to make sure that whatever you share today here verbally, I want you to make sure that you send it to us so we can post it onto RadioCrystalUSA.com, and just realize that, it's all about love. It's all about people, accepting and loving one another, because in the end, we all want to be loved and accepted as who we are. And that's always been my biggest thing, especially for young children, especially for us as humans. And I want you to share a little bit about, you just shared something about DACA. That's another thing.
Oh, God.
We have so many young folks that are just doing the right thing, working, taking care of their families, standing up for the community and whatever needs there are. And that's another area, too, that we need to make sure that's on the forefront, is making sure those young folks get a chance to be here and continue doing what they love and what they need to do.
Isn't it crazy, all the layers that I have?
All the layers. You have so many.
And I really have tried to take care of my mental health. Last year was so important.
Yeah.
And that also too, we want to make sure that y'all are taking care of yourselves at home, especially during this Pride Month, because that is so important. If you're going to be celebrating Pride, have pride in yourself and go to therapy. Figure out how to get help. There's a lot of people out there, especially if you can't really get help at home, like find somebody that can help you.
And let me ask you this: when you shared with your familia, like, this is who I am, what was the reception? Was it like arms open wide, or did they have to come around a little bit? And how did you take care of yourself during that time? Because this could help someone that might be experiencing that.
That is such a loaded question, because I didn't really come out. Like, there was just little things that my parents were like, what's going on? And they always kind of knew.
Okay.
But also, a lot of the questions I get is, how do I come out to my family? Well, you know your family. You know if they are a little more toned down, whatever, especially as Latinos. Latinx.
Latinx. Yes.
You know how they are. So if you don't feel like it's safe to share who you are, don't do it. You know your family. You kind of have to figure that out. Okay. How did it happen towards me? I don't know. Like, my parents found things on my computer. And then, they went to the priest, and
oh my god,
like, it wasn't. To be honest, it wasn't. They also found me with the boy, not doing anything. But he was in my closet because he was hiding. So I was sneaking.
Oh my god!
And I was sneaking him into our house, and my dog smelled him once. And I was like, oh my god, I've been sneaking him in for like 8 months, and finally my dog smelled him.
God,
that is a funny story. But point is. The biggest thing that I got out of that was that my brothers got to do that with their girlfriends. My sister got to do that. Well, my sister was more protective because she's a girl and she's Latina. But why couldn't I have done it comfortably? You know what I mean? And whatever. Yeah. After like a year after that, I moved away from my parents or something. Okay. So it was fine. Okay. But everything was fine. Now, especially now, my mom. That was just the sexuality part of it. The drag thing was like another thing. Yeah. My mom was very vocal that she did not like to even see things. Okay. To see a dress or anything. Okay. She was very rude about it, and that is coming home to that, and that was the hardest part for sure. Yeah. Because the sexuality thing was first, and then the drag thing was another thing. And I'm like, this is kind of my job too. Yeah. Because then I was working as like a theater designer. So I kind of just saying that I was like for theater, the things that I had for drag, the little bit that I was doing. But she turned around really well. Like this year, like everything is fine. I knew it was always going to be fine. Yeah. It's just that my mom is so focused with my dad and what they have to do. And they sacrifice so much. So they kind of have to let go of that education So I kind of let them educate themselves
Okay.
to where they were ready.
They were feeling
That's what
ready.
I mean. You
Okay.
educate yourself.
Okay.
And that is, I want to bring that back to
Yeah.
the legislation that's going on. There is such like
Preach.
They think that we're doing things with their children or things like at the bars. And it's like, a lot of us, yes, not all drag is for children, but also that's up to the parents to
make
really
that
judge,
yeah.
to make that decision if it's okay
Yeah.
for them to do it.
It's like us going to the movies. Like,
Yeah,
like if
not
I'm gonna
all-
go to
not
the
all
movie
the
theater,
movies.
I'm not gonna. If I feel like my kids shouldn't go see a rated R movie, I'm not gonna let them see it.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like it's that choice. Like it's like we as parents know what we need to do.
And the thing is that there's so much media out there now with drag. To even ban drag is not possible.
No, and the thing is that Queen Angelina. Here's what I'm thinking. When it's like someone saying, "Oh, look over there." They throw something, so you look over there while other things get cut. Like maybe some healthcare stuff or maybe some food,
It's a good distraction.
It's a great distraction because to me, I'm thinking we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a waste of taxpayer money.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of,
resources, everything.
because we have other things that we need to work on.
And that's why we need to y'all need to realize, wake up.
What
Because
the Queen said.
they're tricking you. And I'm not the problem. They are. I'm not the problem. Girl, I want to see their search engines.
Thank you. Like, if you are afraid of your child being exposed to something, you need to look not too far from your own backyard. With studies say and the research shows that most of the kids that are either molested or taken advantage of are people that live in their own home. The person that is a church youth group pastor. There are stories about many people that are elected officials that are the first ones to, thump on the Bible. Are the first ones
so
that
hard.
when you do their research, their search engines, like the Queen said, you will see some stuff that looks a little nasty. So right now, what I want you to do is like the Queen Angelina said, is do your education, find out really what needs to be taken care of here in Texas. Has nothing to do with the drag shows or story time drag. Nothing to do with that. There's so many bigger fish to fry, like education, healthcare, making sure that here in Houston, knowing that the medical center is growing. The Port of Houston is being widening to have more stuff coming in through Houston. We have NASA that's being redesigned.
Yes.
So,
I want to work with them. NASA. I want to work with you.
So let's make sure that our students that come out of our schools have access to those jobs, those programs. Drag is not hurting anybody.
And that's the thing too. Us queer people, we have existed for thousands of years, since the beginning of time. The beginning of time. There's so much research about tribes and the third genders.
Yes.
And the other people.
And they were elevated, actually,
they were elevated.
Yes, they were elevated in their tribes.
I am elevated.
That's why we're elevating you today.
And that's the thing is that with all the colonization, it was all like told that it wasn't right.
Yeah, that it had to be this and it had to be that, and we don't have to be this or that.
So we kind of have to move backwards behind what the movie, you know what I mean? Like backwards the other way.
Which is why banning books should not happen.
Girl.
Because history and our books and our stories right now are being pulled out of libraries.
That's just art and
books.
subjective. And what makes people think that they're going to believe that it's in a book? Like, they need education. Those people that are saying these things.
Exactly.
Yeehaw!
That's right.
And again, like we know there's people like us that think like things like this. It might not be 100%, but most of the things we agree on, and that's what we want to see represented in Congress everywhere. So that
are you going to run for office?
If I get papers, I'm looking for a husband out of love. See, that's another thing
we're looking
too.
For a sponsorship.
For a sponsorship. I really want to find a husband.
Aww.
Wouldn't that be like? And you know what? I'm putting this into the universe right now.
Put it out there.
By the way, I'm gonna come back. We already said we were gonna come back.
Put it out there. Yes.
Because I love getting in drag and talking.
I love it.
I'm going to Disneyland Pride next week. And I'm going to find a boyfriend. I swear. And we're gonna get married in Disneyland. And I'm gonna be Princess Jasmine, and he's gonna be Aladdin. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
This is the first Disney Pride in LA in Disneyland. The
really?
first one.
Well, okay. No.
The first official one, yeah. And I'm sure they did.
I'm so glad you're going to LA and not over there to the other state.
They do.
Well, I know right now they're doing a lot of...
In Disney World in Florida, they do their own, the patrons, the guests do their own Pride.
Okay.
But this is the first official Disney
at
Pride.
Disneyland
in
California,
Anaheim,
in LA.
yeah.
And you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to. So if you want to give me $1, please.
No, right?
Give me $1, please.
Please send it to I am Queen Angelina.
On Venmo and Cash App.
Venmo and Cash App. Okay.
PayPal at I am Queen Angelina. I'm Queen Angelina at hotmail.com.
I
Just
love
look
it.
at my socials. If not, DM me
it.
if you want to give me $1. Because I really want to try a lot of the food.
I love it.
The food is
and you're going to find your
expensive.
king.
My prince.
Prince.
And that's, yeah.
Tell me
like, what else can we talk about?
I know, right?
I'm like, I'm open to anything. I'm also
it.
identify as pansexual, so I'm just open to whatever the moment is.
Whatever the moment is.
Whatever I find attractive.
There you go.
There you go.
So,
I think I look good right now.
You look amazing.
I look so good.
I'm like, I need to go back to the dressing room and put some more makeup on.
You look good, yes.
I look okay
for your age, you look amazing.
Really? I'm almost 50.
But
I want you to come to my birthday party if you're here.
Yeah.
It's July the 14th, and I want to invite everyone that's listening.
Only if you bring 2 options for me to talk to.
Oh, I
need to be entertained.
Okay.
I need to be entertained at the party.
So now you know. I'm going to bring 2 options for you.
Even if they're not real, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh. All right. I will look for some options. Well, actually, July 14th at La Diabla Retro Bar. If you are in
this
town.
Is public?
Yes. Come on down.
Security. I need a VIP area.
We're gonna get a VIP area
for security
for Queen Angelina. But yeah, I'll be turning 49.
So we're like 20 years apart. That's
know.
amazing.
Can you believe that?
Well, I hope I'm in this chair next to you in 20 years.
You look fabulous. You're gonna be like even more fabulous.
I can't wait.
And I just want and I want to ask you this question. I love, first of all, I love your energy, and I'm thinking, wow, I feed off of people, and this is so uplifting for me because growing up, I was such an insecure person, and I see, especially today, the people that I've surrounded myself with have always been someone that gave me that energy to continue moving forward, because I was always a little shy person in the background. You see me now, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't always like this, okay? And so I always think, like, with my own girls, since I'm a mom to 2 girls, I'm always thinking, like, what kind of mom did I need back then? I had a fabulous mom, don't get me wrong. Lovely mom. She's still around, doing her thing. But sometimes I think, what could I do now as a mom of kids that I could have used then? And I'm always like behind my girls, and they're connected kind of to you because they've seen you perform.
Are they watching right now?
And they're probably watching, and also because they're going to the school that you had a year at.
Oh yeah, you told me. I remember, yes. And you took pictures with them outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're going to HSPVA. So one of the things that I remember at the beginning of the school year was the girls wanted to go to HSPVA, and they've been wanting to go. And I know it's a hard school to get into. And I don't know if it was probably hard back then for you to get in, but even my brother went there, and it was kind of hard to get into. And the girls were like, I don't think we're going to get in. I'm like, you're going to get in. You're going to get. I was like manifesting that shit. I was like praying on it, and I did everything that needed to be done for them to get in. And I was like, oh my God, what if they don't get in? I'm like, it's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to get in. And then I thought, okay, you know what, girls, if you don't, maybe you'll go here, maybe you'll go there, and that's all right. But we put it out there. We did all the paperwork. We did all the auditions, and they both got in. You have no idea. And I remember texting you or sending you through Instagram. Guess what?
Yeah, that they got in. That was so cool.
Yes.
Mine was, I got lucky because, and I did it myself.
You keep talking. I got to plug something up. Keep going.
Oh, you're fine.
Going.
I got so lucky.
Uh-huh.
What happened was...
Oh,
your computer's gonna die! Anyways.
I'm in the background. Okay, we're back. Okay.
So this is live TV,
yes,
y'all.
This is live, and I love it.
I don't know what happened. Oh, I know.
Yes.
We were gonna move houses.
Okay.
We were gonna move to Dallas or something. And I'm
where?
Like, to Dallas or something. I was telling my parents, are you serious? Y'all are not gonna let me finish my senior year?
No.
And I was like, these are all my friends. And I left Dobie High School. And I left all my childhood friends since middle school.
Oh my gosh.
And I was at a different school. You know how you can change addresses and stuff.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to be at a Tuscasita because I wanted to be with a bigger orchestra.
Uh-huh.
And they have a great reputation. Or Kingswood.
Yeah.
And the address went to a different school, which was like Summer Creek. And their orchestra had like 5 members in it.
Oh, boo.
And so it wasn't established. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So then I went back to Dobie for like until the end of my junior year. And then people were trying to convince me to audition to HSPVA. And I was like, no, I want to go to Dobie. I want to finish my school year there. Yeah. These are my friends.
Yeah. Your people.
But like, it was weird. Things were going on in the high school. My regular teacher, orchestra teacher had left. So things were changing. So out of nowhere, I'm like, as a 17-year-old, I that's the thing, y'all.
Yeah.
With all of my life, I remember taking control of my own destiny.
I love it.
Wanting to learn how to play the violin.
Yes.
Wanting to be in my band, in my family. What am I going to do? I told my parents. I still remember. And I remember putting on a folklorico dress. Like, I remember my sister's folklorico dress. A lot of the things I have done, I don't know why, but I just knew I was destined for those things. I was like, I want to do that. I want to sing. I want to do this. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to go to HSPVA. Yeah. Let me apply. They were like, oh, the application ended like a month ago.
What? No.
And I was like, they still took it.
I love it.
They still took my application. And I only got in because somebody got kicked out.
What?
And he was my friend. His name was Angel.
Oh my God.
And I guess he just had a bad reputation. Like in school, he was bad grades and everything. And I got into the only one spot.
So the universe balanced it
I
out
know,
for you.
but I feel bad for Angel. But
well, I'm sure Angel's okay.
But that's what you get for throwing up in the orchestra pit.
Oh shit!
Because these high school kids get drunk.
Oh my gosh!
He probably that was probably the last
Queen
straw.
Angelina, what should I make? Do I need to keep an eye on my kids?
No, he's just a bad kid.
Okay.
But actually, I don't know if he ended up moving to the mariachi program. I don't care. He might have done that. He might have just moved to the mariachi program.
But you know what? I always say that things always align or don't align.
No, it was meant. I know a lot of people from there.
It was meant to be.
There's one that I'm not talking to right now, but the drama you're so. I'm so there's a drama
department, and then there's drama.
No, he is in the drama department. He was.
Oh yeah.
But you'll be surprised, like how do you think people are fine, and then they take it out on you? It's insane.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, those people need help.
They need some help. Oh my gosh, Queen Angelina,
girl,
you are so amazing, and you talked about music. And I see that you brought your instrument, so I want you to showcase a little bit, not a lot. By the way,
well, while you do
that, what you got in your bag of tricks?
I didn't know to wear
oh my God, let's do wardrobe change.
Well, I'm gonna turn on my speaker and you can show.
Turn on your speaker. So so do I get a chance to dress up too, or what is it?
Yeah,
did you bring something for me?
This is Ivy Park.
Okay. Do I get to wear Ivy Park?
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Oh.
My bracelets.
I love the bracelets.
Isn't that amazing?
I think my wrist is too fat for them, but I'm going to try.
No, you can open them.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're dressing up.
Let me see. I'm dressing up because I need to catch up.
Do we have a comment section? Do y'all want me to play a song, a Spanish song or an English song? A Little Mermaid, Amor Eterno.
Oh my God.
I can do a lot of stuff.
I can't fit into this. Okay, let me see.
Oh my God! See, that one I brought just in case.
I love it.
Let me not get distracted.
Let me put this on.
That was just in case I wanted to do like that instead of the other one.
Mira, I'm getting dressed.
Ah! Do y'all live? Y'all share this? I'm about to play a song just for y'all here.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Yes, put it on, Queen Angelina.
I'm trying to.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, we are celebrating Pride Month here at RadioCrystalUSA.com with my guest, Queen Angelina, who we're already connected because my kids had a chance to experience Queen Angelina at Bohemio's Drag Brunch. I think it was Drag Brunch, right?
Yeah.
And you know what really touched me was you coming to our table and bringing some color sheets.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Y'all, let's bring it to the universe now that my coloring book comes out.
Oh my gosh, see? We're bringing it up. Okay, my
I do everything myself, by the way.
You do?
Girl.
Okay.
Management, everything.
I love it.
And I say it's me. It's not like I'm faking it.
She's not
But anyways, that was just like, I had a skirt version of these and like, you know.
Okay, so I put
just
the
gotta be prepared.
on and I got, no? Yes?
Well, take it off. So take it off because you're gonna forget to take it off and you're gonna take it.
Off.
Because Beyonce isn't making clothes with
okay, so I'm gonna just
Adidas anymore.
Okay, all right. Okay, so tell us.
Steal my clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal the clothes.
Which one do you
Don't
want me
let
to
Queen
play?
Angelina know.
I Could Fall in Love. Selena.
Yes, do that.
Or Amor Eterno. Amor Eterno.
Okay, which is the other one? Selena's what?
I Could Fall in Love. Okay, I'll play that. All right, y'all share.
Okay. We don't want to get kicked off of Facebook, so turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think it's fine.
It's fine? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ready. We're going to get serenaded by Queen Angelina!
Trying to see what key it is.
Love it. Oh my, all hell queen.
Sometimes I get nervous.
You can even
This
tell.
isn't easy, y'all. This isn't hard. Like, I have to be like, okay, mindset. What key is this in?
Yeah.
You have to. It's all muscle memory at the end of the day. But thank you.
And you've been doing this
Since I was 10. Violin since I was 10. Performing all my life.
All your life. So let's go back, and then we're going to go into the future. So if you had a chance to go back and talk to little Queen Angelina, knowing what you know now, what you've been through, what would you tell yourself? The little version of you.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I have realized that a lot of the stuff that my hardships are things I can't control.
Yeah.
I can't really control that my parents brought me when I was 5 years old and I'm undocumented. That is what it is. I mean, it's just part of my story at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I can't control that I like what I like, you know, in any sense of that word. It's just that, you know, when something is wrong, but me loving who I want to love is completely okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why that's so hard for people, especially in the United States of America, where they escaped.
The home of the free.
The home of the free, where they escaped for freedom of religion and for freedom,
persecution, religion,
everything.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that they didn't do right either, but in the beginning, but I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And also, we're in Houston, Texas. This was our land first.
Thank you.
In the first place.
Thank you.
So I am in my country right now, period.
Yes. I love it. You heard it from here. That's why it's important to know your history.
Yes.
Know your history. You said educate yourself. I heard educate yourself. I heard love, just love yourself, be who you are, and just know that we live in a place where we have our freedoms. And we should have the freedom to love who we want to love.
Let's talk about pride really quickly.
Yes, talk about pride.
I take care of My Gay Houston for the city. So y'all follow at My Gay Houston on Instagram. All month I'm going to be sharing all the pride events that are going to be going on. Hopefully I'm going to be on TV and share that. I just got news today about something, so that'll be really cute. Awesome. So not only is it going to be on Instagram, but it's also going to be on TV, hopefully.
Love it.
So you'll cross your fingers.
Yes, I'm crossing everything.
Yeah. Y'all just, pride. Yeah. I mean, literally, y'all should be celebrating every day. Somebody like me, I can't cover up my rainbow. Yeah. I am a walking rainbow. You are a walking rainbow, Yeah. I get told I don't get told I'm in the wrong bathroom, but definitely the looks say it. Yeah. And that's such a frustrating thing. But like another thing too, since now my passport says that I'm I'm non-binary. Yeah. With drag too, like what clothes am I supposed to wear? What are non-binary clothes? I dare y'all to tell me what to wear. I dare y'all to tell me what bathroom to go to. I dare y'all to sue me because at the end of the day, we're gonna win. And then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have sued Angelina because now they got their laws right. Oops. Y'all need to realize that y'all are talking about us at the end of the day and y'all are fueling goodness. So
exactly.
It's just that
I love how you take it and you're turning it around and you're reminding people that
girl,
we are people.
We are people. Sorry, I'm trying to see if my glitter shows.
You're glittering.
That might be my ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed. Anyways,
you are glittering.
I just for those people struggling out there for sure. We all know in the gut feelings what to do. We all know.
You know what the right thing is.
Get out of that bad habit of being around bad people. There is such a thing as staying in something bad because you're used to it. And by the way, I haven't been this healthy mentally like all the time. Yeah. Like I had to do the work. Yes. And stay away. Quit anything that I needed to quit. Yeah. Accept where I got fired. Things like that. Like move away from people. Because at the end of the why are you struggling so much in these things? Yeah. Why are you struggling so much at work? Well, because you're not supposed to be there. Right? Why are you struggling around, especially with me, with art and work? They are so lucky to have me. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I know my worth. You forget it. Yeah. And you know what it is? It's money. It's other people talking to you, making it fuzzy, telling you to, oh my God, just wait for it. I'm like, no, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
So go for it.
I
love it. So
just
now,
be careful how you get there.
Yes, I'm a mom, and also a teacher. As a mom and a teacher of who works with all kinds of parents and students, what do you think would be best for me to share with other parents that may have a child that is like your parents, like, I don't know. How can I support them? How can I be supportive to those parents that may not know what to do, what to say?
We always say parents. Well, first of all, education for sure. Hold on, let me fix my hair.
Yes, fix it. fix it.
That's how you know I'm a drag queen. Parents, educate yourself or ask for help on how to educate yourself. The Montrose Center has a Hatch youth program. There's everything on YouTube too. And follow something that has a lot of viewers and a lot of followers that look legit, you know. But I think it's most important is to listen to the children too, though.
Listen.
I think nowadays we do have the language now, thankfully, and so that we are giving to children for them to communicate. Oh, this is what I am.
This is how I feel. This is what I am.
Because I always knew I was of other. Yeah. Or I always knew that I was of everything, of both genders or all of gender. I always knew that I was half my mom, half my dad. And I always felt that way. I always wanted it to appear that way, communicate it. Because I look super androgynous. like out of makeup. I know I look like a woman right now, but I look super androgynous. I understand why I get the double looks in the men's bathroom, but also that's none of their business. Let me pee, bitch. Let me pee.
You're just going to the bathroom.
Yeah, literally.
We pee and poo the same. It all comes out.
Literally.
When you look in the toilet, it all looks the same.
Literally, just listen to your children. They're telling you what they need.
Yeah.
If they're struggling, it might be a reflection from you. It might be a reflection of their environment, what's happening, why are they struggling, things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know much about children. I just know I know about my own experience as a child.
And that's what I wanted you to highlight too, is because you have that experience that could help us, the adults, of children, the parents, the tias, the godparents, whoever, la abuelita, a teacher. Because I still remember my last year of being in the classroom where one of my students who was all her life, and all of a sudden at the last day of school, that my student wanted to share something and let me know, hey, Miss Macias, I want to let everybody know what my pronouns are for next year. I'm like, okay. And then in a circle of time, and this was during Zoom during the pandemic, so we had Zoom online school. And so my student went ahead and made the announcement, and only one student was like, but wait a minute, but you're a girl, so how does that happen? I'm like, that is a really good question. I think that's something you can ask Lee. I'm going to call him Lee, offline. But
yes,
but
that's great.
My response,
that's a real teacher.
My response, I knew that my response was going to make or break my student's new pronouns and how he wanted to be known as. And I think that is such a testament to, like you said earlier, kids come into this world inocentes. Kids don't come into this world with a gun in their hand and go shoot up a school. Kids don't come into a world with hate or with disdain for someone else. All of that is taught. And if we were just to teach each other and teach them to love themselves, they are then able to love everyone around them. And that's what this is about. And we, as the adults, as the guides, to also set the example.
And also, what I one huge thing that I know for sure, that's so easy to just say and do, but also if y'all are not really drinking water, hydrating, and eating healthy, that's gonna get harder and harder and harder, y'all. Like, for reals.
Yeah.
A lot of it, that's half. Mental is half. All the other physical,
Exactly.
like, you really have to take care of your bodies because you'll know the change. The longer you've been unhealthy, the harder it's gonna be.
Yes.
Moving backwards, and your habits and everything. But you'll thank yourself at the end of the day.
Yes, I love the mental health piece.
Yeah.
I love how you're
have to
sharing that, because that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And you need to take care of yourself. I always say that. You need to take care of yourself before you take care of others. Because if you don't, if you're not good.
I had to learn that the hard way.
I'm still learning that.
I want to play one last song.
Let's do it one more
time. Are we
time,
going to wrap up?
We're going to wrap it up now. So you're going to take us out with
Part of Your
final
World.
song. Oh my gosh.
Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
Oh my god. And then, have you gone to see the movie?
The movie was so great.
You saw it?
Don't forget, y'all, to celebrate Pride every day.
Yes.
Because you're existing every day. And don't worry, it's getting better. It's just social media is tricky to see it. It's getting better. Don't worry, y'all.
Yes, I love it. All right, so we're going to close it up with one last song by Queen Angelina. Is going to serenade us out from La Super Comadre Claudia show. And if you didn't get a chance to hear the whole thing or watch the whole thing, go ahead and follow, like, share us on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and we're everywhere. So get a chance to know and meet Queen Angelina. Get to know the story behind this amazing person, this amazing human being that has this amazing heart and story. And now, thank you for the serenade as we close La Super Comadre Claudia. Take it away. Angelina. Don't forget to celebrate Pride, not just in the month of June, but every single day. And take pride in yourself. Like Queen Angelina said, take care of your mental health. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself before you take care of everything else you need to take care of around your world, like the Little Mermaid said.
Yes.
We're part of this world.
Send me $1.
Adios. And thank you, SCC Bills, for sponsoring our show today. Adios. Dun, dun. Hi, I'm La Super Comadre from RadioCrystalUSA.com, and I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, La Super Comadre, my platform is all about bringing people on, special guests, who either do something for the community, who have done something for the community, who match up the pillars of what my show is about, which is about taking care of your heart and soul, which is about political engagement, which is about education. So every person that comes on can be a super comadre or a super compadre, someone that's out there doing something for the community. So I invite you all to listen and to watch every Tuesday when we record the show. But it also repeats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night on RadioCrystalUSA.com. And don't forget to give us a like. Adios.